What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the La Liga Career Mode. It's episode number 20 and today we are returning with a big season finale. I was planning to split this into 2 episodes, but then I thought, nah, let's do it all in one go. 8 games to go. We are 1 point clear of Villarreal in 5th, and we do have the game in hand, but if we are to cement a Champions League place again, I would say 6 wins in our final 8 will probably do it, and we play Villarreal away on the final day as well. Cannot wait for that. We start with this Real Zaragoza at home. Should be a banker. We're then just above the bottom 3. Vamos Valencia. We've won our last 3 games, and our upcoming 3 are all what you call winnable. I mean, Zaragoza at home, just above the bottom 3. You know, we've got Real Oviedo, and then Leganés, which I think is away. So, really, we should be targeting wins in all 3 of those. Our final run-in is very tough. Real Madrid, Sevilla, and then, funnily enough, on the final day, Villarreal away, that may well decide, oh, what a save, Champions League football for either side. So in the run-up to those final 3, where we might not win any of them, I think we'll need to be perfect from here on out to make sure we're in the best possible chance of holding on to a top 4 place. That's why this game, simply put, is must-win. Can't afford to stumble in our first hurdle. Going to be tough, though. Guy is still down. Obviously, Guerra is now down for 4 weeks, and Diego Lopez has been decent in limited minutes this season, also down. Chan to Silva. No, hits the post himself. And it's cleared away. I was supposed to pass that in the end. I pressed the circle button. I confused myself. So far, the only thing we're missing in this game is a goal. It's been a first half of control. And we might get one chance before the break here. So we make the right run, and it's yours, son. Yours all the way. Samu, come on! Right before the break, gives us the opener. Sometimes these can be the most difficult games to win. Today, we can't afford that to be the case. We only won 4 of our first 13 games in La Liga. It was an abysmal start, and it took us all the way until match day 30 to be in a Champions League place. That just goes to show you the importance of starting off strong. And that's why, as Sanchez, every time the shot's on his goal, I get a little nervy. We must make sure we win the first of the final 8. As things stand, we're grinding it out against a relegation-threatened Zaragoza side. Sanchez, what a save! What a save by Rob. Under the cosh, still leading by 1. And whilst I thought he made a bit of a meal for the first save, that second save was brilliant. That shot wide, just trying to hold on now. Come on, boys. A warning sign flashed by Zaragoza. Silva wraps it. Come on! But it does not matter. What a lovely, incisive ball by Giro. What a finish by Fabio. And that will do it. How different things could have been had Sanchez not bailed me out on the other end. But instead, Rob, who's come under criticism, keeps us leading by 1. Silva doubles it late. Valencia, 4 wins in a row, stay in top 4. Right, let's jump straight out of that game and into the next one. And to be fair, whilst I said this is a winnable game, Real Oviedo are the league surprise package this season with an outside shot at Europa League football in 7th as we travel to Asturias to take on one of the informed teams this year. Won't be an easy one. Vamos Valencia. We're at that stage of the season now where you can't stop looking at the league table, do you know what I mean? It's like, when it's, you know, match day 12, match day 13, you don't really think about it. You might have a quick glance every now and then, but you're not too worried because there's just so much to play for still. But when you get to this stage, oh, every game feels like it's got double the weight of importance as Sanchez makes a great save. And the first thing you do after a game is think, God, did that team lose? Did they slip up? And have we gone further clear of them in our pursuit of our goal? Good save by Rob. Under fire this season a lot for some poor performances, but in these 2 games here, standing his ground. Samu's shot blocked. And if Silva can feed that through, Pepe lose onside, straight at the keeper. Oviedo clear. In the grand scheme of things, this would not be a bad point to claim here. Away from home against the side right now, going for a Europa League spot. But I often talk about when a team is trying to do something special in a season, be that win a championship or finish in a Champions League place, can you come through the tough tests? And this definitely is one here. Away in Asturias, still deadlocked at 0-0. Look, no one's going to be too disappointed with just a point. But if you can get all 3, that's absolutely massive. There's Correa, slides through Chan. Samu will find Silva. Backheels it to Samu! And And the deadliest stroke during La Liga. Combine again. Silva to Samu. And Valencia leading Asturias. Chan across to Jarek. And with 7 to play, it looks as though Valencia are going to win their 5th in a row in La Liga. Oh, what a ball that was. Cut out in the nick of time. Went for the Hail Mary there. Really should have just kept hold of it. And now I put myself in trouble doing that. Oh, had to do it, had to do it, had to do it. Healer's off. Healer's already going to start walking. He knows it. But I had to do it. Should have killed the game instead. I'm down to 10. Well, thankfully it will be alright as the free kick came to nothing and Valencia will escape Asturias by winning the big test by a goal to 0. Healer will be suspended for the host of Leganés on match day 33, but most importantly, Valencia's winning run continues and they stay in the top 4 with destiny in their own hands. Right, let's jump out of that big win in Asturias and travel back to the east of Spain. Following contest, Leganés coming to the Mestalla. Once again, what you'd call a winnable fixture here, but scraped it in that last game there against Oviedo. We'll need to be better if we are to keep this winning run going and make it 6 on the trot. Vamos Valencia. You might notice the name of that man leading the line for the Leganés today as well. Duke, Marmaduke. Love him. Fan favourite in our Luton Town career mode last year. It's always so fun when you come up against a former career mode icon of yours. And today, I'll be doing my best to keep him quiet. But unfortunately, 26 minutes in, I've had a terrible start to the game. And he's through to make it 1. Defence parting like the Red Sea. Marmaduke used to do that at Kenilworth Road. He's now done it here at Mestalla against me. Leganés in front, and this is the sort of game you can't lose in, man. Come on. Just did brilliantly well to come through. An in-form Oviedo side away. Duke, please, come on, man. Leave me alone. Can't lose at home to an out-of-form Leganés side. Rui Silva makes the save on Fabio Silva, who really should have put one past his namesake quite comfortably there. And we still find ourselves down. And I must say, I think we just got away with that, because that should have been, as Silva scrappily does convert the second time ask and make it 1-1. I think that should have been a foul. I think we just got away with that, but I'll take it. That was Loic Bardet who took the man down as he was falling himself, and I reckon that should have been a free kick personally, but sometimes you need a bit of luck. And we'll definitely take it there. As Silva rolls through Kelvin, and Chan has loads of space. Left alone, top bins. Valencia come from behind to lead. Come on. I've gone with him in the absence of Javi Guerra, and he has not let me down. As we're still leading by 1. Keep going. He's played a lovely through ball to Samu as well, who bundles through for the dagger. And that will do it. A Kelvin Chan masterclass. That'll be all over TikTok tonight. And that is going to do it. We made hard work of it. But Valencia come from behind. 20 minutes to go are surely going to record their 6th win in a row. Massive 3 points. And so as I've just sold Valera to Sheffield United, our squad winger who requested a transfer and done my final scouting missions of the year when Noah made the academy. 5 games to go in La Liga. We are 6 clear of Atletico and Villarreal. Simeone's side do have a game in hand. Destiny in our own hands to qualify for the Champions League, but it's a really tough run-in to end the season. Bilbao and Mallorca away, Real Madrid, Sevilla and Villarreal too. So I don't think we'll win them all, but this is a game where if we do get the 3 points, we've got a golden chance to all but cement a top 4 place. Our first and final 5, Bilbao away, Vamos Valencia. Oh, it's a terrible pass that. Wow, what a gift. You don't often get gifts like that from the AI, so when you're given them, don't pass it up, unwrap it in front of their face. Fabio Silva with an absolute gift. Right from kickoff, surrendered possession, simple through ball, simple finish. Now, if we can have that in every game between now and the end of the season, I think top 4 is definitely locked up. The thing is though, as we often mention, individual errors are part of sport, so I really don't mind it when they happen, whether for me or against me. We've seen recently Sanchez drop a couple of clangers. Nothing you can do about that one though. And yeah, it's infuriating at times, especially in big games, but ultimately it's realistic. Goalkeepers make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. I make a lot of them, you know. So when it happens, it's okay. It's annoying, but it's immersive and realistic. 20 to go, still tied at 1-1. Is our winning run coming to an end here in the Basque region? Not an easy game, of course, at the Estadio San Mamés, but with the running we've got, the following game's the easiest of the bunch. That's Mallorca, but Do not want to go into that with that streak being ended here. And it might not just be the winning run ended, but the unbeaten run ended, because Bilbao could come through to get the winner. 13 to play. How big of a goal could that be in the race for the Champions League places? Yep, that's it. Our winning run ended after 6. Our unbeaten run ended after 6. Bilbao come from behind to win in the Basque region. And to start the final 5 off with a loss is not the ideal preparation for the run-in that will make our break our Champions League qualification. Right, let's just jump straight out of it. The following game is the easiest of the final 5 done. If we don't win this, then we definitely are in trouble with a really tough final 3 games. It's Mallorca away to Balearic, where simply put, we must return to winning ways here. Vamos Valencia. Yeah, I must say, if we don't win this game, it's going to be a little nervy heading into the final 3. Sevilla, Real Madrid, and again, match day 38 is away against Villarreal in what may well decide who gets Champions League football. This is the winnable one. This is the game you've got to say, right, 3 points, nothing else will do. Pedroza plays a lovely ball through. Guy was back in that game for the Bilbao clash. And I have to say, we've talked a lot about the club captain's long-term future. Oh, it's Guerra who'll take the armband in his comeback game. Almost open the scoring. I think this might be the final season of Jose Guy being our starting left wing back. Still 0-0. 10 minutes in. As Valencia look for the opener. Mascara finds Pedroza, who again was just supposed to be a temporary left back for us, but fair play to the guy. He's done well in the absence of Guy. Pepe Lu. Giro. Oh, easy money. 1-0. Done. Goal. Yes, fine. Good. Come on! Silva's 28 for the year, going for that golden boot. Valencia strike first. Good game this. We're still leading by 1 minute. It's been a couple of good half chances for both sides. We're still in front. A second goal is coming. And if we can get it, that should do it. Yes! Even with a whole half to play, Hugo gets the second. Valencia have a cushion. Go through. And Mallorca, like I said, have had a few half chances in the first half. Aren't going to get one there. And in fact, if we push it, Giro go left, Silva through the gap. Oh, it's so annoying that the keepers just basically never step forward, but it doesn't matter. Ball game, Hugo Giro with a quick brace, and right before half-time, Mallorca capitulate and Valencia take control. They're taking the 3 points back to the East of Spain, no doubt about it now. Brilliant boy Silva, look at this man, I'm waiting for the keeper to come out, he just stands there, but it doesn't put Giro off. Game over, 3 points. Oh, there was one bit of bad news in the second half. Pedroza scythed down and did dislocate his shoulders. He'll miss the rest of the season with a 2-month injury. Thankfully, Gaia is back, so not a major blow, but we've had a lot of injuries this season, and it seems though they'll keep on coming until the end of the campaign. Speaking of which, 3 games to go. We are 6 clear of Villarreal and 5th. They do have their game in hand. If we win 2 of our final 3, that will do it. We will be top 4 guaranteed, though I can't see us getting a win in this one here. Real Madrid chasing the championship, 4 behind Barcelona, coming to the Mestalla. I'd certainly take a point, but a massive scalp would all but wrap up Champions League football. Vamos Valencia. So second half underway. We're still deadlocked at 0-0. There's been no chances at all until this free kick taken by Mbappe, which almost whizzed in to the top corner, courtesy of a glorious bit of technique. Thankfully, goal unmoved, scoreline unchanged. Until now, Fabio Silva! The top scorer, who is 29 for the year, gives Valencia the lead. And if we win this, I'd say with 2 games to play, all we'll need probably is just a 1 win. Great turn by Silva, brilliant finish by Silva. He's been superb all year long, and that goal might be the most important of 29. I must say it's not been a good game at all, really. It's been really poor, but this would have been a massive win. Instead, it's the German Raum who just sneaks it in at the near post. Sanchez has been beaten there, not much power. And it'll be harsh to blame him. Real Madrid do find that leveller. And can they find a winner, or will we hold on to the point? Or will we restore the lead? Hugo Giroud! What a save, Courtois! Well, I would have taken a point pre-game, and I'll take it now as well, though I am still disappointed to drop too late. The only chance Real Madrid got, and they took it through round. Only 1 win in 3 as well, really stumbling towards the end of the season here. But after Celta Vigo held Villarreal, the gap remains at 6 with 2 to play. Whilst Villarreal do have the game in hand, I think all we'll need is probably 1 win in our final 2 games to cement top 4. So let's get it here. The penultimate game of the season, Sevilla away, tough one. Vamos Valencia. Free kick right on the edge. We've scored 2 in the save, 1 through Fati and 1 from this man, Pepe Lu. And his attempt is, tipped onto the post by Nyland, and Sevilla shall clear. What a wonderful goal that would have been to all but wrap up Champions League football. Again, I think just the 1 win here will probably do it. Villarreal will need to win 3 straight, including against us, on the final day. We win this game, I think we're back in the big time. Richard Fulkia holding off Pepe Lil, come to Bernabeu. Silva's on, he's onside, he should have scored, he doesn't, but who does? His strike partner. All season long it's been the same story. If it's not Silva, it's Samu. Yep, Champions League football is, hang on, what's happened there? What has happened there? It's a brilliant ball, and Samu is going to wrap it. What has just happened there? I'll need to see it on the replay, because I think Samu has just got away with an offensive foul, so to speak. That's not going to help me out on the angle there. One sec. Keep your eyes on Samu and the number 26, Kike Silas. Now, it is soft and he hits the ground like a ton of bricks, but I'll be honest, I think in the VAR era, that probably gets disallowed. I reckon we got away with that one there. To be fair, that would be very harsh to disallow that goal for such a soft little push. I mean, you know, there's an expression which I really don't like, which gets used quite often in discussions regarding decisions made in sport, and that is game's gone. I'm not a fan of that phrase, game's gone. But I think if that goal would have been disallowed for a push, I'm using that phrase with no irony. Game's gone. But this game's definitely gone. Chow misses the target, but it's still 2-0. So you haven't had a sniff all game long. Defense has been brilliant, and that's going to do it. Valencia are all but surely back in the Champions League. Yep, that would indeed confirm it after Villarreal were held by Real Madrid back-to-back in 2 league games. You very rarely see that. Third place was locked up heading into the final day. Couldn't finish higher or lower, but played matchday 38 regardless. Nothing riding on it. Away against Villarreal, and Fabio Silva going for that golden boot scored the opener, although of course we did concede later in the game to make sure our form to end the season was just 2 wins in our final 5 games. Stumbling over the line a little bit, but got there in the end, finishing in 3rd place. Chan, by the way, broke his toe. That's, I think, our 5th broken toe of the season. Ludicrous. But anyway, final league table looks like this. Barcelona champions by 5 points after Atletico won it back-to-back the past 2 years. Real in 2nd. Us in 3rd in the end. 3rd highest scorers in the league. What a change in fortune it's been since season 1, when we only scored 19 goals, I think it was, and Atletico in 4th. Villarreal 5th, Bilbao 6th, Betis 7th, and the top 10 locked up by Celta, Oviedo, and Sevilla as well. Bottom 3 this season, Las Palmas, Girona, and Espanyol. And talk about a snub of the highest order. Absolutely rigged. Kylian Mbappe, player of the season, but he was 2nd in the Golden Boot running to Silva, whose goal on the final day saw him leapfrogging the finish with the 30. Samu got 26 in 3rd as well. 56 goals scored by our strike duo this year. And Fabio also won the assist title this season with 17 as well. Sanchez Golden Glove winner. And whilst Mbappe didn't make the team of the season or win the Golden Boot or the assist title, he somehow pips Silva to the Player of the Season award. Come on, EA, you've got to fix this. Sometimes I wonder if reputation has anything to do with it, because that's the only way I can imagine, really. But even so, he did win a Copa del Rey over Real Madrid this season, beating Villarreal in the final 3-2. As for European competition, Shamrock Rovers almost knocked out Aston Villa, who they themselves went all the way to the final and won it, beating Sturm Graz on penalties for the Conference League. And as for the Europa League this season, it was a Lazio PSV final, and the Italian sides ran out 2-1 winners to win the Europa League this season. And as for the Champions League, which of course we'll be going back into next season, don't forget we were humbled by Inter Milan in the last 16. They themselves managed to make the semi-finals, only coming up short to Barcelona, who beat Arsenal in a Champions League final by 3-1. League and European double for Barca. And as for the other leagues, well, once again, what I'm going to do to squeeze more in is just screenshot, not go through them with you, and you can pause on one particular league if you'd like to see the final standings of the top 8 in that competition. I have to say, I think in future versions of my seasons, I might just not show the other leagues anymore. Maybe just screenshot 2 or 3, but there's just so many to get through, and condensing episodes is hard enough on its own, even more so when you've got to go through all the leagues. So yeah, I think from now on, I might stop showing the other leagues at the end of the seasons, and maybe just at the end of the saves I do. However, one thing I definitely will show is the final look at the team for the end of Season 3, where this year we really came on leaps and bounds. I'd say in terms of progression, this is the season where we've had most of it in one campaign. Obviously, brought in a couple of star players such as Samu and Mario Gila as well, and no doubt about it, we became a much more powerful team this season. I feel as though, it's kind of funny, but I feel as though like last season should have been this season, and this season should have been last season, if that makes sense, after our Copa del Rey finalist appearance last season. But it's a great team, it's progressing really well, we've got some good young talents coming through. We do need to make some decisions on Jose Gaia with the injury the captain suffered, and for Robert Sanchez as well. Might have won the Golden Glove again, but a lot worse than last season too. Possibly looking to replace him with a couple of superstars for next season, but the team's coming on really, really nicely now. It's totally different to Season 1 where there wasn't that much of an identity. Now we're definitely forming one. We've got a great Spanish core, but also some good young talents coming through, and players now hitting their primes as well, such as Correa and Pepe Lu as well. For Kelvin Chan, though, by the way, he's getting loaned out next season. Gutted about Kelvin, injury plagued this season. I think he had 3 injuries total, and no doubt about it, this also shows you why loaning players is far more preferable than playing players. Granted, only 1 more appearance than Zoo, but the fact that Kelvin's now 2 ratings higher, even though Chan's playing at a much higher level, kind of tells the full story. When people ask me for tips on how to develop youth players, I'm always reluctant to give my tips because I know there are far better players of career mode than me. But honestly, I would say my biggest tip is loan the players out as soon as you can, because even throwing them in the first 11, their growth often isn't as quick as when you loan players out. Speaking of growth though, while Silva's barely growing much, he is starting to get a little bit better now, but what a season for Fabio Silva, our top scorer this year, and no doubt about it for the new season. Whilst I'll probably say in the transfer market, I'll be looking for a star goalkeeper, a lot more reliable and consistent than Robert Sanchez, I feel. I think after 2 years now, I'm happy to look for a better option, and maybe, possibly, a new star centre-half as well. Up top, no problems at all. Ferreira's coming back, scoring just under 1 in 3 in La Liga this year at Vallecano. And we've got Samu, Silva, and Duro as well. I think we're alright on the offensive end. But that'll do it for today's episode and the big season finale as well, guys. Big thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. I will return in the next one with a brand new season. Our 4th year at the Mestalla getting underway and back in the Champions League as well, where hopefully we'll be going for our first major honour of the save. Have a great day. Much love. And I'll see you for a brand new season very soon.